Hello friends, in previous lecture we have studied the classification of alpha amino acids. Alpha amino acids are classified in three types: acidic alpha amino acids. In acidic alpha amino acids, they containing more number of carboxyl groups as compared to amino group. Second type is the basic alpha amino acids. In basic alpha amino acids, they containing more number of amino group than carboxyl group. And third type is a neutral alpha amino acids. Neutral means they containing same number of acidic and amino group. So these are the three types of alpha amino acids. Then we have to study what is the R in that alpha amino acids. So on this board there is one chart. It shows that there are three types of alpha amino acids, that is neutral, acidic and basic. And we have taken some examples of this neutral alpha amino acids, then acidic amino acids, basic amino acids. In general formula, the R means what is R in that acids. So here formula of R is given in this table. Then these alpha amino acids are designated by three letter symbol as well as one letter symbol. So these are given in this table. So first we consider here neutral alpha amino acids. Neutral alpha amino acids, first example is a glycine. So in glycine, we have already studied the structure of glycine. So glycine is a optically inactive alpha amino acid because there is no chiral carbon atom. So here R equal to H. So three letter symbol means you take three letters G, L, Y. So first three letters G, L, Y, and one letter means only take first letter, that is G. Second example is alanine. In alanine, R is CH3, that is methyl group. First three letters you take A, L, A, and one letter, that is first letter is A. This column is always capital letters. In three letter symbol, only write first letter is capital, second and third is in second letters. Then third is valine. Valine Me2. Me2 means two methyl groups CH attached to alpha amino acid, that is R. The three letter symbol is PAL or valine PAL. One letter, that is first letter is P. Then next example is leucine. Leucine R is Me2 CH2. First three letters are L, E, U. First letter only one letter, that is capital E. Next example, isoleucine. Isoleucine, the R contains, your R means CH3, CH2, CH, Me. Me means here methyl group. Then three letter symbol I, L, E. First letter is R. The next example is asparagine. In asparagine, R is NH2CO, CH2. Then the three letter symbol is ASEN and one letter is EN. Because here alanine, first letter is A. Therefore in asparagine, if you take A, then the jumbling between these two compounds. So here other letter is taken, that is for asparagine capital En is taken. Then in glutamine, R is NH2CO, CH2, CH2. Its three letter symbol is GIN and one letter is here Q because for glycine G symbol is taken. So therefore for this glutamine another letter, that is Q, is used for symbol of this glutamine. Then threonine, its R is CH3CHOH. First three letters THR, T capital, EHR small letters, and one letter symbol is capital T. So these are the examples of neutral alpha amino acids. Their three letter symbol and one letter symbol. Second type is the acidic alpha amino acids. In acidic alpha amino acid there are two examples. Aspartic acid. Aspartic acid containing R, that is COH and CH2. Here more number of COH groups are present as compared to NH2. So therefore it is the acidic alpha amino acid. So first three letters from aspartic, that is ASP. ASP, three letter symbol. For one letter symbol, you do not take E because A used for alanine. So next letter, that is capital D, it is used for this aspartic acid. Second example is glutamic acid. In glutamic acid also there is a COH group is present. So more number of COH groups, then CH to CH2. Three letter symbol from glutamic acid is GLU. GLU. And one letter symbol, you do not take Z because G used for here glycine. So another letter used here, capital E. So E for glutamic acid. The third type is a basic amino acids. In case of basic amino acids, we have taken two examples. Lysine. In lysine, NH2 group is more number of NH2 group. R containing NH2 group, then CH2 four times. So here NH2 groups are more, therefore it is a basic. So three letter symbol from lysine is LYS. But you do not take L for one letter because L is used for leucine. So next letter, that is K, is taken for this basic alpha amino acid, that is lysine. And last one is histidine. Histidine also it is a basic because here NH groups are present in R, so therefore it is a basic. In histidine, first three letters are HIS. This is three letter symbol and one letter, that is EH. First letter EH is taken for one letter symbol. So these are some natural alpha amino acids and they containing R. The formulas for R, three letter symbols and one letter symbol. So question will be asked on this table in MCQ, that is one letter symbol or three letter symbol of any alpha amino acids, or what is the R in alpha amino acids, what is one letter symbol or three letter symbols. So this type of questions are asked on this table. Then here stars, some alpha amino acids are designated by these stars, yellow stars. So these yellow star alpha amino acids are called as the essential alpha amino acids. Essential. So what is the meaning of essential? They cannot be synthesized in human body. These alpha amino acids are cannot synthesized in human body and have to obtain through diet. So such a type of alpha amino acids are called as essential alpha amino acids. Again, I repeat this definition. Alpha amino acids or essential alpha amino acids, they cannot synthesize, alpha amino acid which cannot synthesize in human body and have to obtain through diet. These alpha amino acids are called as essential alpha amino acids. So this is about different types of alpha amino acids, their examples, their R and three letter symbol and one letter symbol. Then we study the next point from this alpha amino acid, and that is properties of alpha amino acids. Properties of alpha amino acids. The main properties of these alpha amino acids, they having high melting point, they are crystalline in nature, water soluble, and these properties are due to Zwitter ion structure. Zwitter ion structure. So from this alpha amino acid we can draw a Zwitter ion structure. So first write the formula of alpha amino acid, COH, R and here EH. So this is structure of alpha amino acids. This is structure of alpha amino acid. So this proton EH from COH group, nitrogen ion lone pair, it is donated to this nitrogen. Then there is a formation of a Zwitter ion, that is ENH3. This hydrogen added to this NH2, ENH3, CHR, C double. Here COH group, loose proton, and here NH2 group accept proton. So this accept protons, this carries positive charge. It loses proton, it carries a negative charge. So there are two charges, plus and minus. So this is also called as dipolar ion. Dipolar means there are two poles, positive and negative, and the ion form is called as Zwitter ion. So in exam, we have to ask, draw the structure of Zwitter ion of alpha amino acids. So it is a simple structure. You only donate this proton to NH2 group, then there becomes a NH3. Here proton is added, therefore it carries a positive charge. Hydrogen lost, it carries a negative charge. So there are two positive and negative charges. Means two charges, therefore it is called as a dipolar ion, and this is Zwitter ion. So this is structure of Zwitter ion from donation of proton to NH2 group. Then we have to study the cation and anion of this Zwitter ion. So we are taking here example of alanine. Alanine, three forms of alanine. Three forms of alanine. Alanine. In alanine, the R is CH3 group. R is CH3 group. So structure of alanine Zwitter ion here NH3 C H and here CH3. R is CH3 and this is Zwitter ion of alanine. Alanine having this type of structure. The original structure of alanine is like this. NH2 CH3. R means here CH3. COH group. So this hydrogen or proton donated to NH2. Then it becomes a NH3. It carries positive charge. This carries negative charge. So this is structure A. This is Zwitter ion of alanine. There is no net charge because plus 1 minus 1. No net charge. This type of ion is a Zwitter ion, positive and negative ion. So for this ion, pH, it is approximately equal to 6. So this value is given for pH. So this Zwitter ion can be converted into positive ion. So the structure of this ion is here COH, EH, CH3 and NH2. This is alanine molecule. How it is converted to positive ion? Here proton is added, that is plus charge. When it reacts with acid, H plus. So these H plus ions are accepted by this nitrogen. So this alanine compound reacts with acid H plus. Then this NH2 group accepts proton and becomes a positively NH3. So there is no loss of this proton. So this carries positive charge, plus 1 charge, and this is a cation. This is second structure. In this structure there is only one positive charge, no negative charge. Positive charge is due to reaction with H plus ions. This proton is accepted by NH2 group. It carries a positive charge. Positive charge means it is a cation and its pH is less than or equal to 2. This is second structure. Then we also draw the third structure by reaction with OH minus ions or alkali. In case of alkali, it containing OH minus ions. So here structure is NH2 CH CH3 CO minus. This hydrogen from COH group, it is accepted by this OH minus, and there is a formation of EH2 molecule, a removal of H2, and the negative ion is formed. Here this carries a minus charge. When this alanine treated with OH minus or base, then this base accepts proton from COH and it loses a water molecule. So this CO double O minus charge of this oxygen, it carries -1 charge. -1 charge. It is an anion. This type of ion is an anion, that is negative charge ion is an anion, and the pH is greater than or equal to 2. So these are the three forms of alanine. This form is a C form. This is bitter ion. When it reacts with acid, it forms a positive ion. Positive means +1 charge ion, that is a cation. The pH of this is less than or equal to 2. When it reacts with base, means OH minus, it takes proton from COH and loses water molecule. Then this group carries a negative charge, -1 charge, that is an anion. And for this anion, its pH is greater than or equal to 10. So these are the three forms of alanine. Then the next point is peptide bond. Peptide bond or peptide linkage. Peptide bond, or it is also called as a linkage. So this linkage present in proteins. The alpha amino acids are joined together by a peptide bond or peptide linkage. So this linkage having the formula CONH linkage. It is also called as amide linkage. The definition of peptide linkage is the bond that connects alpha amino acids. The bond that connects alpha amino acids. The bonds that connects alpha amino acids to each other. Called as peptide bond. The bond that connects alpha amino acids. Proteins are made up of alpha amino acids. So alpha amino acids are linked together, and that bond or linkage, it is called as a peptide bond or peptide linkage. And this linkage is a CONH linkage present in proteins. We take one example. For example, we take lysine and alanine. So these two alpha amino acids, they are joined by peptide bond. The formula of lysine is NH2CH2COOH. This is glycine. What is the formula of alanine? NH2CH, here CH group is present, and COH. This is alanine. So these two molecules of alpha amino acids, they join together by CONH linkage. So here this OH group from glycine and EH from this, here we write separately, NH and EH means NH2. So this hydrogen atom from NH2 and OH from this glycine eliminated as a water molecule, -H2. Then these two compounds are joined. So the structure of product is NH2, CH2, here CO remains, then ENH, then CH, CH3 and COH. So here CONH linkage is formed. CONH. By this linkage, the two alpha amino acids, that is glycine and alanine, they are joined together, and this type of a linkage, it is called as a peptide bond. This is peptide bond or peptide linkage. So in this linkage, here at the terminal, NH2 group is present. So this is called as EN terminal. So there are two terminals So at the end of this, NH2 group is present, therefore it is called as the N terminal. Second terminal having COH group. So here carbon is present, so this is called as C terminal. C means carbon. So carbon or COH group present at this end. So this end is called as the C terminal. NH2 group present at this end. So therefore it is called as a N terminal. So this is about formation of peptide bond or peptide linkage. So in this structure, two acids combines. Here dipeptide is formed. If two alpha amino acids combine, then the linkage form is called as a dipeptide for two alpha amino acids. If three alpha amino acids are there, then it is a tripeptide. If four alpha amino acids combine, then it is a tetrapeptide. And more than 10 alpha amino acids they combine through CONH linkage, then it is called as a polypeptide. So in this way we can explain the definition of peptide bond and formation of a peptide bond. So question for board exam will be asked for 2 marks on this point. What is peptide bond and how it is formed? So what is peptide bond means you use the definition of peptide bond, that is the bond that connects alpha amino acids to each other. It is called as a peptide bond. Then how it is formed? Then you take the example of glycine and alanine. These are two alpha amino acids. So write the structural formula of these two alpha amino acids. Then from glycine, from COH group OH, and from alanine NH2 group EH. So they combine and eliminated as a EH2, and these two amino acids are joined by CONH linkage. So this CONH linkage, it is called as a peptide bond. So in this linkage, here at this terminal NH2 group is present, that terminal is called as the N terminal. And at this end COH group is present, so therefore this is a C terminal. And there are different types of peptides are formed. 2 molecules combine, then dipeptide, 3 molecules tripeptide, 4 tetra. More than 10 molecules combines, then it is called as a polypeptide. Thank you.